2022 season. And all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Giants and the Hawks, next on EA Sports.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their veteran QB, the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Behind halfway.
They'll start out on the ground in Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's number 1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Ready.
Here's a give to Barkley. No gain on the play there, second down. The Giants sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And the way they played last week defensively, when I watched the tape, I had to stop it a couple of times and count to make sure there were just 11 guys on their side of the field because they covered every angle and thoroughly shut down the other side, hold them just 7 points total. They do that again, that'll get the job done one more time in a big way.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's brought down. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Passing play, Flacco. And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. As Seattle's offense comes onto the field, we'll see a 10-year veteran under center. Guy who broke into the league as a starter back in 2013, Geno Smith.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher
Personal
right
foul.
there.
Roughing the passer, defense. What you talking about, ref?
So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accuses the officials of kind of playing to the home team. but not in this case. They just tried to minister the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. That pick 6 just a moment ago, things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Geno. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Smith. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now out in front here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Crossing the field, Beckham makes a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Flacco. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Play action. Flacco. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield,
touchdown, Giants! Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants continue to pull away here in this first half. And the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Smith. It's caught. Lockett. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. To throw is Smith. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was. Down complete. Smith throwing again. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now Gino on first down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. Well, now how about this return? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into the hands of Pettis. It's a jet sweep. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On 2nd down, it's Walker. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now Gino. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big. And they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried to fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before, it might have started that way now.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Flacco. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now Saquon Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second and 5 now. Flacco. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. This is Barkley. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
13 yards. First down, New York. That's the end of the third quarter with the score.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Barkley. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Here's Flacco. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. A red zone first down for Flacco. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Giants are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Geno down to throw. Over the middle, he finds Eskridge. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, it's Smith. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now left side on the swing pass. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, New York.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for the Giants, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get to see Derek Stingley. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Texans and the Giants, next on Madden Football.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. We're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they already have as many wins in the second half as they did in the first half, and we're just starting the second half at number 0.
And I know some of their fans are already starting to look forward to the draft, but I still think this team has a chance to win some games down the stretch.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. To pass, Flacco. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Giants at 6-2 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On 2nd and very short, Flacco. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Flacco from midfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans. On their side of midfield at the 47. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. 2nd down, Mills. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, Flacco. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flacco. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Mills. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow. That was 5 cents. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. Setting up to throw, Flacco. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Flacco. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Flacco will take to the air again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Passing play, Flacco. And Rudolph has it left side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On second down, here's Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. Flacco. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, Number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number two, maybe they actually have the lead.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Mills. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Tyler Johnson. It's a gain of 10. First down, Texans.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Throwing, Mills. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight, it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on.
First down, Mills. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Our first down throw for Mills. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Mills now from the 50.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
With it is Jackson. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Flacco. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The Giants and the Texans last year, if you go by the numbers, the two poorest offenses in the NFL. The Giants 31st in total yardage, and the Texans dead last.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey.
And the Texans are going to take over at their own 41. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Mills throw complete there to Johnson. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Mills on first down. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught inside the 5. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7 past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Sets. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. For the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Jackson. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Barkley inside handoff. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Flacco. Touchdown, Giants! Juju Smith-Schuster. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans
at their 25-yard line.
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Off the play fake, Mills.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
He's letting it fly for Cooks.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Trucks over it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. To pass, Flacco. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. It's caught by OBJ.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Kayvon Thibodeau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to Barkley. And he's got room. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Giants are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Houston set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Mills over the middle. That's caught by Mechie. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Mills to the air again. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Mills from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, 53 yards. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. So that drive there is CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets him to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Mills. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mills now. He gets this one to Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Mills again. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau able to record his
his 5th sack of the season. So, Charles, I mean, this is just becoming an exhibition now on how to rush the passer.
Yeah, and I can't help but laugh a little bit because I'm enjoying what we're watching. This is coming from a guy who was in college just a year ago. And we keep harping on their evaluation. They saw not just a guy who could rush the passer, but could rush the passer well. And that's why they took him as high as they did.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Mills throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Mills.
He can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Mills.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Julian Love.
And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
But, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He was terrific a week ago, well over 100 yards and several stops.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrett Davis. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. After the interception, here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. 3rd and long. It's gone. And he wisely will throw that one away. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man
trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Flacco. To Shepard, complete over the middle. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Back deep is DJ Chark. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 44. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll try the air now with Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Down goes Joe Flacco in the end zone. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So here are the Lions to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off play action. Here's Goff. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now a first down throw, gone.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They'll run the draw here with Swift. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Goff on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
On
1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is gone. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Goff. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Goff. Shark's got it left side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle with Barkley.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Flacco's throw there complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Operating on play action, Flacco out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Flacco will take to the air again. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Flacco looking to throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now Saquon Barkley. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. The connection made. It's Graham. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. To a knee goes Flacco, and that should be it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it.